Japan is, no doubt, a fascinating and enigmatic country. Its folklore and culture are unique in the world, and its influence reaches all nations, all corners of the world, all souls. They understand horror like nobody else. They are able to paint a canvas of our imagination with scary and demented images in a unique and fantastic way. If you are a horror fanatic, then you should be thankful for the great gems that this country has given to us. Today, I will present to you 7 morbid and scary films that will shock you to your core. Welcome to the horrific and demented world of Japanese horror cinema. Grab your cookies and enjoy the nightmare. Cairo. If I could describe this movie in one word, it would be despair. It's hard to find any other film where sadness, depression and hopelessness combined with the supernatural and a constant menace of fear are presented in such an ominous way. This movie gives us a poetical and sad view of the desperation and loneliness of the modern world. It is filled with powerful images of terrific ghosts and evil spirits that will haunt you for nights to come. Tek Attack. Tek Attack is based on an old urban Japanese legend. A dreadful woman haunts the railroad where she died, cutting anybody who has the misfortune of seeing her in half. Nobody knows where she comes from, nor her true motives behind these evil and perverse acts. In the movie, our main characters, in a race against time and a terrible and deadly entity, will have to find the truth in order to stay alive. A great movie with a magnificent and creepy villain that will terrorize your dreams. Hex Game. Hex Game is the perfect movie about revenge on bullies. A group of 4 students wakes up in a deserted and sinister classroom. In there they will have to play a deadly game, the Hex Game. They will try to endure several demented, morbid tortures while trying to discover the true reasons behind this insane and horrific experience. If you like movies like Saw, look no further for another dreadful and tense experience. Not for the faint of heart. Noroi the Curse. Noroi is a rare kind of Japanese horror film. It enters into the found footage subgenre, so common for the American cinema, but so unusual for this distant culture. Noroi is presented as a television documentary, a dreadful one. It recounts the tragedy of Masafumi Kobayashi. He was a paranormal investigator who had the misfortune of getting involved in a complex case where ancient demons, girls with psychic powers and evil curses are menacing his mental sanity and his life. Rin. The main subject of this movie is reincarnation. Our actions in the distant past can influence our actual existence. This can be a blessing or a curse. 11 individuals were killed in a hotel several decades ago. Now, a director is obsessed with bringing the story to celluloid, without knowing that he is attracted to this horrible event for a particular and morbid reason. Victims are condemned over and over again to experience their suffering and pain in an endless circle. Welcome to the dreadful reality of reincarnation. Death Tube. Death Tube is quite similar to Hex Game. They both introduce the concept of a group of strangers facing the horror of playing mortal games where the loser has to die, horribly and cruelly. In this particular case, all of the games are broadcast on a special website where millions of people watch the victims being tortured in real time. Of course, most of these witnesses think that the events are fake without knowing that all the deaths and pain are real. A truly gruesome experience. 13 real Asian horror stories. In this movie, as the title suggests, you will find 13 demented and horrific stories, all based on traditional Japanese legends. Most of the segments last about 6 minutes, so they condense the scariness and dreadfulness into short bursts without making them boring. You will find a lot of scary gems in here that will upset and unnerve you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please subscribe and share it with your friends. Have a horrific night and remember, Nightmares are best enjoyed with cookies.